Yo, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? How you guys doing? What's up? Yeah, I wanted to play some F1 2014 today to continue, the driver career. Of course, I'm driving for Force India, and we did score 10 points, I believe, in the first two races, and that was pretty good. I mean, I think we are doing really well so far in the season. It's going to be the Bahrain Grand Prix, and unfortunately, I can't remember if the AI is really good at this track or they are kind of bad. I don't remember, but yeah, we are kind of I kind of struggling with the qualifying, unfortunately, because of the mod that I have installed. So this mod changes a lot of driver abilities and shit like that, and when you put the qualifying as to how it was in real life, with Q1, Q2, Q3, the AI just simply sets way too fast lap times that I just simply cannot match. And the solution for this is to basically only run a one lap qualifying, unfortunately. In the previous race at the Malaysian Grand Prix, I think it was raining during qualifying, and in this game, the AI is pretty good in qualifying, so I only qualified, I think, P18 or P17 or something like that. So hopefully I can improve on that at this race. But I don't know. I don't know how quick the AI is around this track, because this game is kind of weird. Sometimes the AI is really good. Sometimes they are just simply not as good. But yeah, let me start up the game and then we can actually start. And as usual, the mods are in the description if you want to try them out. You can get them from Overtake GG or Race Department, however you want to say it. It's been a while since I played this game, so it will be nice to get back into it. Okay, let me go to this and pop over to the game screen. And let's go to career and let's review the situation on the championship standings. So yeah, so far the championship is being led by Lewis Hamilton ahead of Rosberg. Then we have Ricciardo and Vettel. They are very close together, only 3 points between the two of them. And of course they are very close to Rosberg and Hamilton as well, since we only did 2 races so far, so Alonso is also in the fight. That was kind of surprising, to see that he's kind of fast, considering how bad this Ferrari was. But yeah, Alonso is P5, Massa and Bottas P6 and P7, and myself are, P8 with 10 points. I think we are doing really well so far, I think finished P8, P9 in the season opener, and P7 or P6, I think in Malaysia to get 10 points. And we have Magnussen and Button P9 and P10, the two McLarens. So far we have been fighting a lot with Magnussen, Like at the Australian Grand Prix, we simply did not have the pace to fight against the McLarens. But in the Malaysian Grand Prix we did. And we have Hülkenberg, who scored 2 points for the team as well at the previous race. He's P11, and then we have Grosjean. So the drivers after him did not score any points yet, but it's very early in the season. Grosjean was, how do I say it, like he's kind of around the points scoring positions, but so far he did not really manage to get into the top 10, but he's P12. And then we have Raikkonen in the Ferrari, still without points. Not a good season for him. He has been really struggling so far, only P13. Kvyat P14, of course this is his first season in Formula 1. And then we have Vergne, his teammate P15, Sutil, Maldonado, Gutierrez, Kobayashi, Bianchi, Ericsson and Chilton are the rest of the standings for the drivers. And we can go to the constructors. Of course it's being led by Mercedes, but you know, maybe Red Bull can actually challenge them in this season or in this game, unlike real life, but yeah, we will see. So yeah, it's Mercedes ahead of Red Bull and Williams. So far Williams is beating Ferrari, but yeah, Ferrari is kind of like a one driver team so far. Yeah, we have our team, Force India, with 12 points, P5. If we are lucky a bit, I think we can actually finish P5 and beat McLaren, but it's going to be difficult because they are very fast. And we have Lotus, P7, Toro Rosso, Sauber, Caterham and Marussia. Of course, my previous team was Caterham, so it's nice to see that, you know, they are beating Marussia for P10. Because in this, how do I say, like in this year, only the top 10 teams get money from the profits of Formula 1, basically, on you know the prize money. Only the top 10 teams get it, which can be, you know, crucial for small teams like Caterham and Marussia, you know. I mean, that's what happened in real life. Because Marussia ended up beating Caterham in 2014. They got some money for, you know, for finishing in the top 10. And it helped them to survive 2 more years. But yeah, let me check the settings, you know. Yeah, one-shot qualifying, yeah. I have to run one-shot qualifying because of the AI being too fast on normal qualifying. The difficulty is... oh, not that one. I think the difficulty is on the hardest, right? Yeah, it is indeed. Legend. Good. And yeah, let's see. Hoping for, you know, another top 10 finish. But I don't know. Like, I don't think it's going to rain here, you know. But it happened to me before in like F1 2012, I think, that it was raining at Bahrain. For some reason, you know. But I don't think it's going to rain in this game, at this track. I think so far I have been running the low downforce setup, and it's really helping me get through the pack, you know. It's making overtaking easier. So I will stay with that. Let's try to set a great lap. Oh, accidentally turn off the DRS for a split second. It was a bit too wide. Yeah, not very good so far. Yeah, there is no DRS zone, I just realized here at this part of the track. It's been a while since I played this, so, you know, I need to get used to the handling again. I mean, if we could avoid qualifying P18, that would be nice. So far, I think that's the best qualifying result for me this season. P18 on both Australian and Malaysian Grand Prix. Oh, what was that? That was a very weird interaction with the curb. It kind of pushed my car back onto the track, you know. But yet, yeah, this is not going to be a good lap. Which is okay, we are mostly strong at the race, you know. So it's alright. And yeah, it seems like the AI is actually good at this track. Yeah, P12. But, you know, we were very close to... well, actually, no, we were pretty far from Hülkenberg, 1 second, but... yeah, he got into the top 10. I'm going to start at P12. Let's see who is on pole. Hamilton is on on pole ahead of Rosberg and Vettel. And then we have Massa Magnussen in the McLaren in P5. Of course, that's Magnussen's first season, you know, 2014 is his first season in Formula 1, so very impressive stuff from him. And then we have Bottas P6, Ricciardo P7, Alonso, Button and Hülkenberg are the top 10. And then we have Raikkonen, me, Grosjean, Kvyat, Vergne, Sutil, Maldonado, Gutierrez, Kobayashi, Bianchi, Chilton and Ericsson for the rest of the grid. But yeah, like it's kind of realistic because Kobayashi was very good, you know. He was a very good driver. Unfortunate that he did not really had a chance at a proper team, you know, like at the top team and stuff. Like he drove a few years for Sauber, I think for 3 seasons, and then 1 season at Caterham, so. But, you know, he went to, I think he's the team manager of the Toyota team in the World Endurance Championship. He also won Le Mans like 3 or 4 times. Like I was far from Hülkenberg, but you know, it's alright. It's alright, P12. We are close to the top 10, so that's the main objective, to finish inside the top 10. Option, prime, option, yeah, I think that's a fine strategy. Or maybe I will put on option and then prime for the end. Because I think I ran the same strategy at the Malaysian Grand Prix and it just simply did not pay off. Like I could not catch up to P5, who was, I think, Alonso. I just simply did not have the pace to catch up to him on the soft tires. But yeah, we will see. I'm going to be starting on the options. Yeah, getting ready. It would be nice to get into the top 10 in qualifying at some point, you know. But it's not easy. Like the AI is really good in this, or with this mode. Okay, 1 light, 2, 3, 4, 5. And away we go. Okay, I have a great start. I think I can actually jump Raikkonen straight away. Yeah, indeed we did. Trying to be careful not to lose a front wing part. I think Hülkenberg kind of caught the corner there. But we overtaken a few drivers. Oh, Magnussen drops down to P8. I get maybe 2 positions. Yeah, indeed. Oh, not yet, at least. Oh, what's going on at front? Ricciardo, Bottas and Vettel were kind of blocking each other. Just, you know, trying to take precautions not to damage the car in the first lap. Trying to be careful. The AI's exit out of that corner is kind of slow. Like they get on the curb. And this curb can be really tricky on the outside. Like sometimes you can kind of spin because of it. Okay, we have a bit of a room to Magnussen, thankfully. And since I have a really high top speed, I can definitely make up some ground, you know, once we get DRS. Oh, accidentally got on the grass. I mean, even without DRS, we are gaining a lot on Vettel. Yeah, he didn't really move to the inside. We take P6 from him. Bottas up next, but I don't think I will go for it. Ricciardo for some reason goes defensive and he kind of blocks everyone. Like Massa was not that close for P3. But yeah, at this race, Force India actually scored a point, or a podium, I think, thanks to Perez. I think Perez finished P3 at the 2014 Bahrain Grand Prix. And there was also like a pretty cool fight between, you know, Rosberg and Hamilton for the win. Yeah, I think I will put on another set of options for the pit stop. So far, it's working well, you know. So I will try to make up as much time as I can on the option tires, you know. And then try to hold off everyone else on the last stint. But yeah, that was a very bad corner. DRS enabled, but Vettel can't really attack because of... yeah, he actually cannot get close enough for a attack. We're going to dive the inside of Bottas. Yeah. Although I would like to keep Bottas between myself and Vettel, because Vettel seems to be a bit quicker than Bottas, you know. But now there is a problem, because I'm not sure if I'm going to get DRS from Massa. I think he's too far. Yeah, I think he was too far. Bit of a lock-up, but that's alright. Yeah, he was too far. But Bottas as well, so I'm kind of in the middle of nothing right now. Like, it would be nice to see some top teams retire, you know, or top drivers. If that happens, then I might be able to get a podium. Yeah, Bottas is going to be outside of the DRS range, but I think Massa as well. Yeah. Like, I'm still going to gain on him on the straight, you know. I'm still gaining on him. Yeah, that's the problem with the camera mode. It kind of blocks the screen when it comes with the fastest lap and shit like that. That's kind of annoying. Vettel managed to overtake Bottas with DRS, and we are catching up to Massa and Ricciardo, and of course the two Mercedes cars. I think my engineer just mentioned that Rosberg is the one who is leading the race. Yeah, we got a pretty decent gap between ourselves and, you know, Vettel and the others. I get DRS. This is good because we can pull each other, you know. There was a swap at this front. I think Rosberg drops down to P2. Yeah, I don't know if I can keep the fastest lap, you know. Because I'm kind of not as good in the corners as the others. Okay, I did set the fastest lap, thanks to, you know, DRS and everything, and being pulled by Massa a bit. But yeah, there is heavy fighting for the lead. I actually would not mind to kind of stay behind them and, you know, pick off drivers who are kind of slow like Massa right now. Although that was not a good exit, yeah, I'm going to back off. Yeah, unfortunately, the exit was not good out of that corner. Couldn't really overtake Massa because of that, but you know, it's alright. Bottas manages to re-overtake Vettel, which is not a surprise. I mean, the Williams cars have really good top speed. They are very effective in a straight line. Bottas kind of dropped behind a bit of, you know, Ricciardo, but he's still going to get DRS, so I won't be able to make a move into turn 1. Okay, I ended up hitting the bollard a bit, but that's alright. Maybe into this corner somehow. If I can get a better exit. No. Has to be after this SS to make a move. Yep, indeed. For P4 against Massa. And I'm going to get DRS from Ricciardo. I can keep the position with the help of, you know, DRS. Yep, indeed. Or do I need to catch up to them? I need to catch up to them. So far it seems like that we have really good pace. Like if maybe someone ahead ends up dropping out of the race because of a car issue or something, I can actually finish in the top 3. I mean, we are safe from Bottas as long as we get DRS. Hamilton takes the lead from Rosberg, and then we have Ricciardo, who gets pushed out by Rosberg a bit. I can get Rosberg as well into turn 4, I guess. Might be able to take the lead after, you know, the DRS zone. Up to P2 from P12. But of course we will see what kind of strategy the others do. Because if they run a option stint at the end, then they are going to be a lot quicker than me. If I can stay close to Hamilton, I might be able to take the lead into turn 1. With DRS and of course slipstream. Yeah, we are very close. Yeah. Should be able to take the lead into turn 1 or even before turn 1. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. We just fly past Hamilton. And we are in the lead. First time ever leading a F1 race in this career mode. Hamilton is not going to be close enough to attack into this corner. But he might attack after the DRS zone. Although it's a shorter DRS zone, you know. Yeah, I might be able to actually keep the lead for a bit, but I don't know about turn 1. So Hamilton is actually trying to save fuel, so I think I will do the same. Because, I don't know, for some reason we always start under-fueled. No, not that one. I want the other stuff. Please, yep, fuel standard. I mean, they're kind of close, but I might be able to defend. Yeah, okay. By the time Hamilton catches up, it's the end of the straight, so I can keep the lead for now, but it's kind of annoying, you know, that they are right behind me. Ricciardo sets the fastest lap. So I would not mind if they started to fight, you know, and they slowed each other down a bit. That would be very helpful. Because that could really help me. To pull away from them, you know. I think that Bollard will keep respawning, unfortunately, in this game. Like, it doesn't matter how many times you hit it, it's going to keep respawning again and again. Very annoying. Okay, so Hamilton made a defensive move against Ricciardo, and look at the gap. Just over a second. I will move out of his way, so hopefully he's not going to get help from, you know, the slipstream. But I don't know if he was far enough to not get DRS. It doesn't look like that he has DRS. Yeah, Hamilton does not have DRS. Because Ricciardo just went by him like crazy. This is what we need. We need them to keep each other busy. So we can, you know, quietly move in front. Ricciardo is going to get DRS, I think, from us. Oh, that was a big lock-up. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I lost all my lead to them. It was very unfortunate. But of course, it's kind of difficult to avoid not locking up, you know, when you're playing on a keyboard. Especially in a corner where, you know, you have to brake while turning. Yeah, they're going to get DRS again. Annoying, but it is what it is. Yeah, Ricciardo will try to overtake. Someone retired already. We lost one car. Ricciardo is not quick enough to attack into this corner. I'm being very careful under braking. Not like I can save the tires too much, you know, because I'm playing on a keyboard. Yeah, this is the same thing that happened previous lap. I kind of braked on the curb and it went bad from there. But this is annoying. Stupid mistake on my part. Again. I need to stop braking on the curbs. When do we pit? Lap 17. And I think I will put on another set of options. Yeah, we have to move the defensive a bit. Well, of course he's lapping faster. He has DRS. Like, bro. Of course he's going to be a bit faster. I think he already won one race this season at the Australian Grand Prix. Okay, the bollard was not there, thankfully. It's really good. So Ricciardo goes defensive for some reason, but yeah, he kind of went back to the outside line. Like, he lost some time, that's for sure. Like, sometimes the AI goes defensive for no reason, you know, even though you are way too far from them. They go defensive. But he's definitely going to get DRS still. Yeah. He definitely has DRS. Indeed he does. Going to move out of the slipstream. He also seems to be running a low downforce setup or something. Because he seems to be rather quick in a straight line. But apparently he's using the rich fuel mix, which is annoying. That the AI is not impacted by the overheating engine problem, you know. It seems like that's the case. Because if you are behind the enemy, I mean a other driver, and you're very close to him, and you're using the rich mix, your engine will overheat. But it doesn't look like this applies to, you know, the AI drivers. Hamilton is just simply not close enough to attack Ricciardo, and because Ricciardo keeps getting DRS off of me, then, you know, I can't really do anything about this. I just simply cannot go faster. But, you know, we are leading. Yeah, seems like Ricciardo is using some low downforce setup as well. Because in this season, Renault was a very weak engine, you know. It just simply did not have the kind of power that, you know, the Mercedes engine had. Nico is pitting. Why? Already? Oh wait, did he... It's possible he had a collision with someone. Because that was a bit of a early pit stop for him. Ricardo now did not go defensive into this corner, which is not good. He did not lose any time here. Yeah, and as you can see, he's a lot closer. 3/10 away. I just simply cannot shake him. And of course he's dragging Hamilton behind, so... And as usual, I will move out of his way so he doesn't get, you know, help from slipstream. But I don't know about that. Engineer. I don't think that's true, but... You know... Yeah, at the end of this lap I will have a look at the race director, you know, just to see the race order. Yeah, the three of us really broke in front. I guess that's going to be... Oh, never mind. It's one of the Williams cars in P4. I guess that's Massa. And Rosberg is down to P5. The Mercedes cars do not really have the pace around here, it seems like. Or for now, for the first stint, it does seem like that's the case. You know? Trying to move out of the slipstream, but... He stopped going defensive for some reason. After the first DRS zone. Yeah, he's pushing again, like... I guess he cooled down the engine a bit, you know? But I don't know how would you do that when you're this close to another car. Okay, let's have a look at the race director. So yeah, I'm leading from P12 on the grid. Ahead of Ricardo and Hamilton. Massa is P4, Rosberg P5, Vettel P6, Bottas P7, Magnussen, Button and Alonso. Yeah, Alonso dropped back a lot. Only P10 for now. Who is... Oh, Raikkonen P11. Still. Fiat P12. Bianchi and Kobayashi P13 and P14 somehow. I don't know what they are doing. Or how that's possible, but alright. Vergne P15, Gutierrez, Sutil, Hülkenberg down to P18 on the option tires. So I guess he collided with someone or something, because I don't understand why would he pit that early. But anyway, he has option tires on. Maldonado P19, Ericsson, Chilton, and Grosjean was the one who retired. Chilton also pitted one time, so maybe Hülkenberg and Chilton crashed somehow into each other, I don't know. But yeah, Grosjean retires, unfortunately. That's a shame. So far he has been having a great season. Even though he's not a point scorer yet. He did not score any points yet, but, you know. He came close to that in the season opener. I mean, this year's Lotus car was not very good, you know, so... And, okay, Ricardo goes defensive again, that's good, he's going to lose even more time. but it's not enough to put him outside of the DRS range. Yeah. Like, not that far. Yeah. It's not going to be that much, but he will be inside DRS detection zone. Yeah. By like 2 or 3 tenths. It's one of the left cars. It's going to be Chilton, I think, in P21. And we are stopping this lap. Yeah, like he's very fast in a straight line. Chilton should let us through. I think he's getting blue flags already. Yeah, indeed. So Ricciardo is going to go for one more lap, I think, because he's the number 2 driver at Red Bull. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to ask for option tires again, yeah. So we can keep, you know, this pace. Like, it's going to be a shorter stint, but the options are working very well on the car, you know. Like, I kind of doubt that we will have a chance at victory, you know. I mean, we are going up against, you know, a Mercedes and a Red Bull. So I don't think it's going to work out. Oh no, all 2 of them are pitting. Ricciardo and Hamilton as well. Oh, it would be very annoying if I lost a position. I think I might lose the position in the pits. Yeah, I will. Because of the Williams car, yeah. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I lost the lead because of the Williams car. Because of Massa. Okay, Hamilton has prime tires on, but Ricciardo gets the options. This is really fucking annoying. Like, they couldn't let me go because of Massa, so they had to hold me back, but by the time Massa went past, they couldn't let me go because of, you know, Ricciardo and Hamilton. And now I'm losing time to Ricciardo. They have to make a quick... Ooh, that was kind of close between us. But yeah, Ricciardo is going to be in front now, in the lead. I don't think I can catch him. Very nice from Massa. Like, of course it wasn't really his fault, you know. Or it was his fault, but he did not intend. Very lucky for Ricciardo. Very lucky. Yeah, he's just speeding into the distance. I cannot catch him. Yeah, he's pushing again. Deploy maximum power. We would need to pit on lap 34. And then put on the prime tires. Like, I don't know how many seconds I can pull out between myself and Hamilton. But I need to get, get going. There is a left car. He should move out of the way, please. Yep, he does. Chilton again. I don't know why he did not move to the inside. He should have moved to the outside, but whatever. Okay, 1.8 to Hamilton. We are nicely pulling away. Of course, he's on the prime tires, so he will put on another set of options for the last stint. He's going to be a lot faster than me. A lot faster. Personal best lap time, that's good. Of course, Ricciardo is the fastest. Although I'm setting the fastest first sector. Kind of surprising, but I don't think it's going to be enough to, keep up with Ricciardo. But of course, they are, Ricciardo and Hamilton are in a lot better cars than me, so they're not exactly the objective. But if things go the way they were going, I might actually finish on the podium. Just like how it was in real life for Perez. That would be pretty nice. Fastest lap, interesting. We are keeping this 2.3 second gap to Ricciardo for now. But I'm not really putting that much of a distance between myself and Hamilton. Like, we are slowly building the gap, but it's not going to be enough. Like, he's easily going to be 1 second quicker than me per lap on the last stint, I think. Because I'm going to be on the prime tires and he will be on the options. So, even though Hamilton is dropping behind, he still pretty much has a chance to win this. Depends on how much time can he regain on the last stint. I mean, if there was a safety car around like lap 30 or something, that would be, that would kind of fuck Hamilton over. Ricciardo fastest lap. .4 seconds to Ricciardo. Oh, that was very deep, yeah. .8, yeah, lost time there, yeah. Like, I'm trying to push as much as I can, but can't really overcome the difference of the cars, Ooh, that was kind of close to have like a weird interaction with the curb. I lost some time there as well because I opened on the steering at the worst time. Yeah, the gap is now 3.2. This was a very bad lap. Yeah, this was, holy shit, this was a really bad fucking lap. And of course I also lost time to Hamilton. But yeah, like this strategy doesn't... I don't think it's going to work against, you know, Hamilton, so... The race win will be decided between Hamilton and Ricciardo. At the end. But I can still beat Massa for P3. But Rosberg, to be honest, is pretty close to Massa. So it's not going to be easy, because we have to somehow beat Massa and Rosberg for P3. I want to check what tire they are on, you know. After this lap, in the main straight. You know, just to see if they are on the same strategy as me, or are they going for something different. This was a better lap, but Ricciardo, we are keeping this gap now, but they're not very good. Race director, Massa, Rosberg. Okay, they are on the prime tires, so they are going on a different strategy. Okay. The two Ferraris are out of the top 10. Yeah. But it will eventually turn around, like Lewis will start gaining on me as my tires will start to wear out. But he's not really the opponent in this fight. I don't think I can beat any of these guys for P2. I can get P3 but not P2. It's too far. Oh, accidentally cut the corner there. Yo, what's up, guitar covers? What's up, what's up? Seems to be very consistent in keeping this 3.3, 3.4 second gap to me. Oh yeah, I lost a lot of time here. Yeah, the gap is already up. Over 4 seconds to Ricciardo. I'm trying to cut the corners a bit to, you know, for a better lap time, but I mean, Hamilton is going to pit around lap 37, 38 or something like that. So he's not going to go that longer than me. And of course Ricciardo is completely unbothered by me and Hamilton. Like so far he seems to be the best or the fastest on the track, you know. Because the moment he managed to overtake Hamilton for second place when I was leading, he was unbeatable by Hamilton. Hamilton could not regain P2 from him. So this very well might be another Ricciardo victory, the second one of the season. But it will be decided on the track, that's for sure. Because by the time Hamilton pits, Ricciardo will be in the lead, you know, like after the pit stops. Because he's going to pit on the same lap as me, lap 34, for prime tires. And Hamilton has to catch up to Ricciardo on the option tires and overtake him on the track for the win. Since, you know, they are doing different strategies. Unless there is a safety car or something that can kind of help Ricciardo and me. If there was a safety car around, like, I don't know, lap 30 something, that would be a big help to me. Ooh, a bit of a lock-up. I mean, my tires are not that old, but Hamilton is already gaining on me. And of course I'm losing time to Ricciardo, yeah. I just simply cannot keep that pace. But you know, we are in a Force India and Ricciardo is in the Red Bull, so there is a significant pace difference between the two cars, even on the same tires. Unfortunately, I cannot see how far Massa and Rosberg are. I'm hoping that they are not gaining on me and that, you know, they are actually dropping back. Because they are going to be my opponents for P3. Okay, Nico is pitting. I think he had some sort of a collision, that's why he pitted earlier. Like, he pitted like 3 laps before everyone else, so I think he had a incident or something. Or maybe he crashed with Chilton, because Chilton was also in the pit before everyone else. Yeah, look at how much time I'm losing to Hamilton and Ricciardo already. But yeah, the tires are getting worn out. Unfortunate. Like, I don't think there is much point in trying to fight Hamilton, you know. Because it would not help me. It would only help Ricciardo. Oh, there is a large group of yeah, lapped cars. It's going to be interesting to navigate. Yeah. Hamilton is gaining like crazy. But yeah, I don't think I will fight Hamilton too much, because there is no point. I cannot beat him for position, so I mean, he will be on the options again for the last stint, so he will be insanely quicker than me anyway, so yeah. Ricardo lost some time as he went through these 3 cars in front. But only half a second, yeah, he only lost half a second there. Oh, was there a collision or what happened? Maldonado was looking kind of weird for a second. Thankfully they are not going to hold me up, that's good. Maldonado overtakes Gutierrez for P18, I think. And is it going to be the other... Yeah, it's the other Sauber of Tutil. I might get DRS from him. Or... no, never mind. Yeah, he's going to let me through before the line. Oh, that was a big lockup. I think he actually got DRS from me. Yeah. But so far, yeah, that corner is very problematic for me because I'm playing on a keyboard. And you have to brake while steering. So it's not exactly easy to avoid locking up. Yeah, Hamilton gained a lot again because of that silly mistake of me. I was kind of hoping that he would lose some time behind, the lapped cars. But that was not the case. Lap 30. Ricardo almost 7 seconds ahead. Like, even though his tires are going to get, worn out or wearing out, he is still pulling away at a very rapid pace. Like, of course, the AI can save their tires easier because the AI's inputs are a lot more, smooth, or smoother, I should say, compared to mine. Yeah, it's Caterham, but he's going to pull aside. Yeah, it's Kobayashi. No, Ericsson, P17. P17 for Ericsson. Not bad. I mean, that Caterham was absolutely the worst car this season. .3 to Hamilton. I think next lap he might actually attack me into turn 1 or something. Because he's gaining a lot, like around a second per lap. Just simply cannot go faster than this. But a few more laps and we will pit. The same goes for Ricardo. I think we will pit on the same lap again. But to be honest, Ricardo got lucky. A bit, Because if Massa was a bit further behind in P4, then I wish I'd been released from my pit stop earlier. And this is going to be Kobayashi in front, yeah. In the other Caterham. Yeah, he's getting blue flags. He should move out of the way. This is not a good spot to... Yeah. I hate it when the AI tries... Yeah. I really dislike when the AI tries to let me through here. Because I kind of have to initiate the turn in and then keep that going until the end of that corner, that long right-hander. And because he was inside, you know, I couldn't do that. I had to be careful not to hit him. Now Hamilton is super duper close, yeah. I think he will get DRS on the shorter straight this lap. Ricardo 7.7 away. Like, it's going to be interesting to see which one of them wins this race. They are running different strategies. But the overtake has to be made on the track. Because, you know, Hamilton will take the lead after I pit and Ricardo pits as well. But Hamilton is also going to pit around like lap 36 or 38 or something like that, you know. And he will get the option tires. And during that pit stop, I think Ricardo will take the lead. So Hamilton has to make the overtake on the track for the win. If he can. Like, I can't really see anyone close to us, you know, running for P4 or P5 on the map. So I'm really hoping that Massa and Rosberg are going to be like, I don't know, 10 or 15 seconds behind. That would be nice. Because then it would be a pretty easy podium for me. Rosberg is not doing well this race. And the same goes for the Ferraris. Last time I checked, both of them were outside the points in P11 and P12. But that's kind of normal, except for Alonso maybe. Because, you know, so far he has been doing well. He has been carrying Ferrari this season. I think he also has one podium, maybe, from the Australian Grand Prix. I'm going to put the car in lean and see if Hamilton can overtake me with, you know, with DRS and everything. And just simply let him through. Without, you know, losing too much time, because there is no point in fighting him. That was very good. Magnussen is running P4. That's kind of surprising. 22 seconds behind. I will try to stay close to Hamilton, you know, just to get DRS. Because that's going to help me a little bit. But yeah, those lapped cars don't really matter. Because we will not catch them, I think, before I have to pit. Or maybe we will, whoever that is, I don't know, I can't really see who that is. Yeah, we will put on the Prime tires, please. There is a left car. That was one of the Toro Rossos, kind of awkward. But yeah, Ricciardo also pitted, as you can see, he's in front of us. .7. Yeah, the pit stops are not that fast in this game, you know. Of course, it depends on what team you are driving for. Ooh, I almost ended up torpedoing Maldonado. That was very strange. I think something similar happened between Gutierrez and Maldonado. Like Maldonado was coming out of the pits and he ended up torpedoing Gutierrez at this race. Or was that later between Sainz and Bottas? I don't know. Okay, this guy is not going to let me through. I'm kind of hoping I'm going to get DRS, but I doubt. Sutil. Yeah, I did not get DRS, unfortunately. But yeah, there was an incident like that. At this track. Someone was coming. I think it happened to maybe Bottas. Or wait, no, was it Stroll and Sainz? In 2017? Maybe. Like, I think Sainz was coming out of the pits and he ended up running into the side of Stroll. We are on the standard. Good, good, good. Very good. Ricciardo 10 seconds away, not a surprise. Vettel 3.6. But I think he's going to be on the... yeah, he's going to be on the hard tires as well. So he will pit in a few laps, I think. We got another Caterham in front again. Not a good spot to get blue flags, unfortunately. Yeah. Kobayashi? Come on. I don't know why he's racing me suddenly, but... yeah, like the AI is so fucking bad when it comes to blue flags. They always, or most of the time, they hug the inside line and they just simply hit the brakes on the apex of the corner. And it was always the case in these early Codemasters F1 games, you know. The AI is really bad when it comes to blue flags. But yeah, I think Vettel is running on used prime tires. Because he didn't really gain that much time. He will be fast on the last stint though. So I have to make sure that I can avoid being catched by him. And yes, you can see Ricciardo is in second place. Hamilton did not pit yet. But once he does, he will have the option tires. Okay, after this lap, I think I will check out the race director just to see, you know, the situation when it comes to the drivers, to see who is behind Vettel. Because I don't think that's Magnussen. I don't think that's going to be Magnussen. I think it's more like going to be either Bottas or Rosberg. Oh, I looked up. Yeah. Lost some time there, but it is what it is, and that's Vettel. He's also going to pit in like the next 2 laps. Okay, let's see. So yeah, of course, Hamilton is leading, but he did not pit yet. After he pits, he will be behind Ricciardo. He will be ahead of me, I think. I think I'm way too far. I mean, I'm like 11 seconds behind Ricciardo, so yeah. Vettel is in P4, and yeah, it's Massa in P5, but they did not pit yet. Magnussen did pit though. So Vettel, Massa will get option tires. And the same goes for Alonso. Oh, Rosberg. Oh, look at that. Rosberg is only P8. But he will get option tires, and Button will also get option tires after the pit stop. Hülkenberg is on the options as well for the last stint. And Raikkonen P12. Bianchi P14. Good stuff, but he did not pit yet for his last pit stop. And yeah, no more retirement so far. Only Grosjean. I don't know what's going on with Rosberg. He managed to qualify P2, but he is doing really bad in the race. Oh, that was very, yeah, that was very wide. Okay, so Vettel has damage, it seems like. That's what my engineer told me. Which is good, because then the pit stop will be a bit longer. Yeah, they have to change his front wing. Like in this game you could not deny or change, or how do I say it, like you can't decide if you want to change the front wing or not in this game. So if you have a damaged front wing, it will be changed the next time you pit. So Vettel will have a longer pit stop by like, I don't know, 4 or 5 seconds extra. Which is good, that's going to help me, you know, because he's going to be very fast after that on the option tires. Okay, Vettel did not pit yet. So maybe he's going to pit on lap 39, this lap. We are catching up to someone, but that's... yeah, that's one of the lapped cars, of course. Ricciardo is almost 12 seconds away. Oh no, I once again braked on the curb. Ay. Lost a lot of time with that. Like at that corner I really struggle. I try to straighten out the braking zone, you know, to avoid locking up. But I just overdid it a bit, and I started to brake unfortunately on the curb, and I looked up. I think Vettel should pit now, right? No. He's still not pitting. So maybe lap 40. So I don't know what my engineer was talking about earlier. He was saying that Hamilton should pit in like the next 2 or 3 laps, but I don't know. Okay, that's one of the Marussia cars ahead. And Nico is pitting. They are not going to let me through, right? Yeah, they are not getting blue flags, unfortunately. At least not yet. Yeah. Very unlucky. Okay, at least this guy went to the outside, that's good. That is very good. And is the other Marussia? Bianchi? Yeah, Bianchi P14. But yeah, Bianchi already left his teammate. He's having a really good race. Yeah, Hamilton is in the pits, as you can see. So I'm going to go up to P2, I think. Or wait, no, did Hamilton already came out in front? But yeah, Vettel is pitting as well. Yeah, okay, so Hamilton did pit, but I was too far. I think that might be here. Yeah, I think that's Hamilton in front. So I was not close enough to get up to P2. Yeah. Okay, Magnussen is far, that's good. That is very good. He's 18 seconds away. But I think he has the option tires, so that's... he's going to be fast. If he has the option tires on. But I might be able to delay his attack until the end of the race. I mean, as long as he doesn't get me into the turn 1, then I can keep him behind. Actually, let me check what tires does he have on. Okay, never mind. So he's on the primes. That's good because he's going to be like an extra layer of defense against Vettel, who has the options, but for some reason Massa put on the primes. Alonso does have the options, so he might overtake the Williams cars by the end. The same goes for Button. But yeah, okay. Rosberg is outside the top 10. Holy shit, P12. What is going on with Rosberg? Okay, this is looking good. Because Magnussen might be a bit faster at the end of the race, you know, but he's over 18 seconds behind. And he's going to be like a bit of a extra layer of defense against Vettel. Yeah, Magnussen might be a slightly bit quicker than me, but you know, he's not going to catch up to me. Unless there is a safety car, which I hope there is not going to be any safety cars. More drivers are in the pit. Why is Rosberg... Yeah, like, for some reason Rosberg is very low. I don't know why. I really fucked up this corner. Yeah, Alonso fastest lap. He's going to be very, very, very quick. Like, he's having a really bad race. I mean, Rosberg. For some reason, he's I don't know, he's very slow during the race. Like, he qualified second place, but I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if he has like some sort of a issue with his car. Like, it happens in this game when the AI has some problems with the gearbox and stuff like that, and they don't retire. So they just, you know, they just carry on with the problem, and they become very slow. Like in the 2013 career mode that happened to Alonso in one of the races, I think, when for some reason he had like a gearbox issue and he kept going, you know. He was very slow, but he kept going. Maybe something similar is happening to Rosberg. So Magnussen gained a lot, but yeah, I did lose a lot of time at this corner in the previous lap, unfortunately. Once again, I braked on the inside curb. Like, unfortunately, I can't see the gap between Hamilton and Ricciardo, but I can imagine that he's cutting down the gap. Yeah, I just need to make sure I try to, you know, be as smooth as I can and not make any mistakes. Hamilton fastest lap. Of course, he's trying to push to catch Ricciardo. But so far, Ricciardo is very quick. He seems to be very quick. It would be also nice to see the gap between Magnussen and Vettel. Because I don't know if Vettel is like right behind Magnussen or what's going on. Because Magnussen is 15 seconds away. Like, he's still going to chip away from my lead. Is that Magnussen and Vettel in the... Yeah, that might be them. So Vettel is like 2 or 3 seconds behind Magnussen. But of course Magnussen will try to fight for position. Oh, that was a bit too much curb. Hamilton once again fastest lap. I guess he will keep posting fastest lap every time because of, you know, because how he's on the option tires and the car is getting lighter and lighter as we are approaching the end of the race. Magnussen within 15 seconds. Yeah, like, he's gaining around like half a second per lap. But of course he's in a McLaren, so can't really do anything about that. I mean, there are 3 cars around that corner that I'd seen on the map. So I don't know which one of them is, you know, Magnussen and Vettel. The game doesn't say that. You can't really see what color the dot is, you know, or they don't have different colors for the teams and stuff. I think they only introduced that in like 2016 or something, 2017, 2018, something like that. Gap to Hamilton is almost 16 seconds. He's pushing like hell. 13.4. He did take out more than half a second. Yeah, Hamilton is crazy quick. But he still has to be around like, I don't know, 10 seconds away from Ricciardo maybe, I don't know. But those two dots might be Vettel and Magnussen, I don't know. Or those two very close together. I don't know which one is Magnussen or Vettel. Or if they are, you know, Magnussen and Vettel. Almost 18 seconds to Hamilton now. .7 to Magnussen. I mean, I did fight him a lot so far this season for position at the Australian Grand Prix and at the Malaysian Grand Prix as well. I mean, it would be nice if Vettel and Magnussen started to fight, because then they would, you know, slow each other down. Hamilton overtook Rick. Oh yeah, you are right. Yeah. You are right, I missed that. Ricciardo was already overtaken by Hamilton. And I think that's the end of the race then for Ricciardo. He's not going to be winning this. Hamilton will continue to pull away, I think. I mean, Ricciardo is on the harder tires, or on the primes. Meanwhile, Hamilton is on the options. That was quick. That was very quick. That was very, very quick. But yeah, I completely missed that. Ricciardo was overtaken by Hamilton. So it's most likely going to be a Hamilton win, unless there is something crazy happens. Like a problem with the car for Hamilton. Or something. But you know, I guess that's expected, because that Mercedes car is very good. Ricciardo is of course doing his best, but Mercedes has the best car this season. But you know, I mean, Ricciardo already has one victory in this career mode. He already won the Australian Grand Prix, if I remember correctly, from pole position. So you know, he's having a pretty good season so far. .7 seconds to Magnussen. He's catching me a bit quicker than I would prefer. Not gonna lie. course, I would prefer if Ricardo or, I mean, Magnussen did not gaining on me at all. But at least he's not gaining that much, you know, like he's on the prime tires as well. It could be worse. I think he might be fighting with Vettel now. I don't know. I would love to ask the engineer, but you can't in this game. Like, you cannot talk to the engineer to ask about certain drivers and shit like that. That was a good addition by Codemasters into the later F1 games, that you can, you know, ask your engineer about other cars and stuff like that, and, you know, just to see what's going on the track. Hamilton fastest lap again. (1:34.699). Kind of went wide at the last corner because I could not see the braking zone, because that message was in the middle of the screen, unfortunately. Magnussen is under 9 under 10 seconds now. Yeah, Ricardo also has a similar pace to me. He's not really, he's not really pulling away or anything like that. He's just having similar pace as me. So obviously Hamilton is just, I think he might pull out like a 10-second gap or something to Ricardo by the end of the race. Oh, we gained a lot of time on Ricardo. What happened? What the hell happened? He lost like 2 seconds. Yeah. Or maybe he was like held up by a lap car or something. That's the only thing that I can imagine, you know. Also coming up on someone. Can't really see who it is yet. I think that's going to be Magnussen, who is doing that corner now. But he's a bit too far, so I can't really see the car yet. Also in this game, for some reason, the McLaren is kind of very dark compared to how it was in real life. Like, I guess Codemasters couldn't really get it right, you know. Like, the 2014 McLaren was very shiny, because it was like a chrome livery. But in this game it's very dark. It looks like kind of like a matte finish, you know. I think Magnussen has similar tire or similar worn tire like me. Maybe like his tire is 1 lap older or something, 1 or 2 laps older. And it's one of the Caterhams. We'll try to avoid making mistakes, but yeah. We can't really lose more time to Magnussen because this is going to be very close. It would be nice if this lap car ended up holding him up at some point, you know, just a bit. But it would be also nice to put some extra lapped cars between myself and Magnussen. I mean, there is someone on the main straight ahead, but I don't know if that's Ricardo or whoever that is doing the first corner, so that might actually be Ricardo. 16 seconds ahead. So it doesn't look like that Vettel can catch up to Magnussen. That's kind of surprising, you know. Like I was expecting Magnussen to be under pressure from Vettel. Just a few laps away from scoring my first ever podium in this career mode. That would be fantastic. Like last season I was driving for Caterham, and of course I had no chance to, you know, fight for point scoring positions and stuff like that. Why am I gaining Ricardo again? What's going on? But yeah, like last season I was driving for Caterham and I obviously could not fight for points and stuff like that. But you know, we managed to finish ahead of Marussia. And I also almost managed to beat Bottas in the standings for P18, but in the last race he ended up finishing ahead of me, and yeah, I lost that position in the standings. Not like it matters anymore, you know, anymore. You finish P18 or P19 in the championship standings, because I was leaving Caterham for Force India anyway. I'm just trying to keep it clean for these last few laps, for, you know, the podium. To try to, you know, recreate what happened in the Real Bahrain Grand Prix in 2014, because I think Perez finished P3 on the podium. So it would be really nice to get a podium, just like how it was in real life. And it's going to be a Hamilton win, just like real life. 3 laps to go. Oh, Vettel managed to overtake Magnussen. Uh-oh. So Magnussen loses P4 in the last few laps, which is not good because I think Vettel is going to be quicker than me. 5 seconds and 3 laps to go. Oi, oi, oi. He's definitely going to be 1 second per lap faster than me. I think that's them, right behind them. Oi, 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 oi. It's kind of annoying how the AI doesn't seem to be affected by tire wear that much, you know. Like those option tires should be on the end of their life, you know. Meanwhile, my option tires were dying like after 10 laps. Or losing pace after 10 laps. The AI can still be very quick on the used set. 2 laps to go and 3.6 seconds to Vettel. Unfortunate that Magnussen did not hold him up that much. But yeah, even on those old option tires, Vettel is still very quick. .9 seconds, holy shit. It's like there is no tire wear for the AI, like, it's very stupid. I mean, that was the case in like the first, or not the first, but the second Codemasters F1 game in 2010. The AI had no tire wear and no fuel consumption as well, so they were always running like qualifying levels of fuel in the race. .9 seconds to Vettel. Ay ay ay. This is going to be very close, but I think I should be able to defend. Because the actual place where he could attack would be into turn 1, but he's not close enough, yeah. Yeah, he's not going to be close enough. Trying to make sure I don't run out of fuel on the line. You know, this would be very awkward. To lose the podium on like the last few hundred meters. Like he will get DRS here, but I don't think he can. He will not be able to overtake me. Yeah, he's not very close. He has DRS, but he's not close enough. Milton wins, as expected, ahead of Ricciardo. Oh, Vettel is right behind me. This is going to be a very close finish between me and Vettel. For P3, someone retired on the last lap, I think. Yeah, only 12 runners now. Or 20, sorry. 20 runners, and I will come across the line to finish P3. Yes! Podium. First ever podium. In this career mode. Holy shit, from P12, yeah. Qualified P12 and finished on the podium, just like how it was in real life for Perez. Yeah, Ricciardo, second place from P7. That's also very good. Oh yeah, look at that. Hamilton pulled out almost a 24-second gap to Ricciardo, so I was very much underestimating Hamilton's pace, because I did mention that I think he will pull out like a 10-second gap, you know, to Ricciardo, but it was actually 23.5 second gap. So yeah, it's first ever podium for me in this career. Very close with Vettel. He was extremely quick. He ends up missing out on the podium by just like 2 tenths. Magnussen P5, very good race for him. Very good race. Bottas P6. Alonso P7. I think that's fine, you know. I mean, that Ferrari is not very good, but it is what it is. Button P8. Hülkenberg back in the points again. And even though he did one extra pit stop, so that's very impressive. And Massa retired on the last lap, but because everyone behind him was lapped, Massa will be classified as P10. So he still gets a point, you know. So yeah, Raikkonen P11, Rosberg P12 from second place. I mean, yeah, like Rosberg was very slow, look at that. His best lap time was 1:37.4. He was very slow. That's very slow for a Mercedes, especially. But yeah, Kimi Raikkonen still remains as a non-point scorer this season. Rosberg doesn't score any points. Kvyat P13. Vergne, Sutil, Maldonado, Bianchi falls down at the end to P17. Was still a very good race. Gutierrez P18, Kobayashi, Ericsson, Chilton and Grosjean is the order of the finishers. Massa DNF and Guet. Yeah, like that's very interesting, but yeah, everyone behind him was lapped, so you know they cannot unlap themselves because the race ended, so he still gets 1 point. Very lucky for him to retire on the last lap, I suppose. Continue. Up to P6 in the championship now with 25 points. Really good stuff. And yeah, Rosberg takes a massive loss at this race. I don't know what happened to him, but he was very slow. He was very slow. Hamilton leads ahead of Ricciardo by almost 25 points. And then we have Vettel, Rosberg, Alonso, me, Bottas, Massa, Magnussen and Button. And then we have Hülkenberg scoring 2 more points. Magnussen. Raikkonen, P12, still without points. Grosjean. I think Grosjean was P12 before the race, so Raikkonen moves up in front of Grosjean with this result. Very good for him, I guess. Kvyat, Vergne, Sutil, Maldonado, Gutierrez, Bianchi, Kobayashi, Ericsson and Chilton. Then let's see the Constructors' Championship. Of course, Mercedes leads it ahead of Red Bull, Williams. And we are actually ahead of Ferrari now by 1 point. But of course this is because of how Raikkonen is very weak this season. Like he's not doing well. He did not score any points. So for now Ferrari is pretty much a one driver team or a 1 car team. So that's good that we are ahead of, you know, Ferrari and McLaren, but I don't know if we can keep this up and finish P4. That would be nice, but I don't know if that's possible. We got Lotus P7, Toro Rosso P8, Sauber, Marussia and Caterham. So I think Caterham drops down to P11 from P10. That is good race from Bianchi. Yeah, first ever podium, really good stuff. Hopefully I can get more this season. Like the car was really good at this track. So it's good to be on the podium for the first time. Yeah, top 3 for Bandit. I mean, it was very close between me and Vettel, but Although I did not drive a clean race, like I made a lot of mistakes and lot of seconds were lost, you know, but it was a great race after all. And Chinese Grand Prix is going to be the next one. Tire issues and the first podium this season, and of course this career mode for this driver. And fastest lap by Hamilton. I mean, that's not a surprise because Hamilton was flying, you know. He pulled out a 23-second gap to Ricardo. And yeah, we are winning the teammate challenge, but except for the qualifying, because the AI is pretty good in qualifying, that's for sure. But I think we can beat Hülkenberg by the end of the season. So let me see. So if we are going to be around Alonso in the standings, then I can actually challenge him, you know, like I can choose him as my rival. And if I beat him by the end of the season, then I will get a contract offer from Ferrari. Which would not be bad, that's for sure. That would not be bad. To switch teams to Ferrari for the 2015 game. Or, you know, I can choose like Bottas, or Massa, but, you know, there is not much point in going to Williams from Force India for 2015 because they were very similar in terms of pace. Although Williams did finish ahead of them, I think, in the standings in 2015. But yeah. Let me... Oh, we are going... Well, actually, we won't have any, like, upgrade for the Chinese Grand Prix. Because, of course, I'm not doing the practice sessions. I'm just doing the one lap qualifying. So let me exit the game and swap over to the other screen. Exit the game, yes please. Okay, good stuff. Very good stuff. I'm really happy with this result to get already a podium, you know, after just the first 3 races, already 1 podium in the bag. Hopefully I can get more. But it's going to be tough. I mean, this was very close between me and Vettel for P3. But, you know, we will see. So, tomorrow I might do a F1 Manager stream to continue with the Cadillac career mode. Yeah, I think I will do that. So, yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's stream, and I see you next time. So, bye-bye.